It's been 8 years. It really flew by in a flash.
Yeah.
So how are you feeling about the transition and stepping down as MD?
I actually felt quite sort of anxious. I think it was all because you don't really know what's going to happen. There's a little bit of the unknown, sort of stepping forward. And then once it actually happened, I actually was feeling quite relaxed and quite excited about it, actually.
Yeah.
I was really excited that John had agreed to take up the role.
Yeah.
You know, John is someone who's got huge amounts of energy. He is a great judge of people. He's very strategic. And I think ultimately, he knows our businesses very well and has been in the group for a long period of time. He's got real drive and he knows how to make things happen. And I think, to me, those are just the characteristics of a great leader.
Could you share with me some highlights from your time as MD?
I think, first of all, I would talk about the actual portfolio. We've really managed to pivot the portfolio. I think we've really made a headway into China, which has been exciting, between Yonhui, between Zhongsheng investment, and what we've done in Hong Kong land. We've really got some proper chips into that market. And then in Southeast Asia, I'm really pleased with what we've achieved in Indonesia through Astra. We've gone into toll roads, we've gone into gold mines, and then also in Vietnam, whereas our portfolio, we must be one of the big overseas investors in Vietnam. And then I think the other areas, the first thing I'd always say is people. And I think that we've put a lot of emphasis around getting a good bench strength of people within the business, make sure there's succession planning, making sure people are continually learning and upgrading themselves. Point two, I think, around innovation. Well, I think today we can safely say that innovation and digitalization of businesses is now firmly in the strategies of each one of the businesses. So, we're continuing to do more stuff from the centre, but much more importantly, it's being owned by each individual business. I think the third one is a more recent thing, which is sustainability. A number of the businesses have been doing sustainability for quite a period and doing a great job, but I think today we're making sure everybody is on that journey. And I think the last one is collaboration. And I think today people are a lot more humble. People are much more comfortable with talking to other people in the group, so they're happy to look for ways of finding answers either from inside the group within Jardines or outside. Surprise, surprise, those are the 4 pillars of momentum shift.
No, look how that turned out.
But, and I've deliberately chosen that because I really do believe going forward, if we are going to be around in the next 20, 50 years, those pillars are going to be key to making sure that we drive the business forward.
And what do you foresee you'll be covering more of versus John?
Yes, John will be very much dealing with the day-to-day, the strategy, but the day-to-day. I'll be looking much more long-term about where do we want our portfolios to go and sort of plugging that in with John, what I call air cover, which is basically the relationships with government, with regulators, other business partners, and potential new partners. I'm also looking forward to doing a few things which I felt I could have done a bit more of. So when I talked about sustainability, I think one of the parts of sustainability is probably our CSR, and making sure we have a program that employees are interested in, so people feel more involved. But I think there is a real opportunity to use the power of the people we have around the group and actually bring more good to the communities we're in.
So COVID's been a difficult time for everyone across the world.
Yes.
How do you think Jardines Group has handled it?
Yes, I think during my time as CEO, this has been the hardest period for us as a business. Overall, I'm incredibly proud of all the colleagues across Jardines. We've all rallied around each other and supported each other, not just within each business, but across businesses. And then secondly, I think we've been there to really help and support the communities that we've been working in.
So in 20 years from now, where do you envision Jardines to be, and what do you want Jardines to be known for?
I think we should be continued to be the partner of choice. I hope that we will be seen as businesses that are relevant for their time. And at the end of the day, I want to see that our businesses are on the front foot of dealing with a changing world. So to me, that will be a symbol of future-proofing and having businesses that are ready and prospering.